Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Oakland, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Oakland Raiders. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. He got 29 yards that time.
Well, from an offense's perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route, it's extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more, tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
They run it here with Gordon, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
All right, now, lucky 56, lucky 56. Detroit!
They'll drop to throw. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he's going to get this inside the 30. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
All right, here we go. Green 39, green 39. Detroit!
Now Gordon on first down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. Play-action fake. They'll look to throw. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A first red zone opportunity here for the Chargers. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9.
Hurry up, here we go.
First and goal, Melvin Gordon. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
They'll look to throw on third and goal. Flushed out right. And it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Carr and the Raiders come up first and 10 at their own 20-yard line. And they'll go on the ground. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Now Carr throwing on second down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. It's a gain of 5, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
First carry for Carlos Hyde. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
So after the penalty, now they need just a yard on second down. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. So just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football, this is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there, pick up the first down.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45.
7:34. 6:18.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Now he's going to throw deep back over them. This is caught at the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Now a handoff looking right, and they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. And Hauschka's kick is good. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you get to the red zone and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, and the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Now the handoff comes to Gordon. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they've bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10.
Now let's go. Blue 90.
On the counter, here's Gordon. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger 1st down.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
319.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Caught left side, Williams. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Set! Green 39! Green 39!
They'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives them a new set of downs.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Set! Green 39! Green 39!
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
Hurry up, here we go! 319! 319! Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
Back to throw here. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. The Chargers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
All right, here we go. Green 39! Green 39! All right, now, lucky 56! Lucky 56! Leopard! Leopard!
They'll look to throw here. And he's got it. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Now let's go! 319!
He'll get it up the middle, and he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are able to strike for 6. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Here's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Oh, able to avoid him. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it second and short. The Raiders try to move quickly, try to get everybody back to the line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
6-18. Down. Blue 80. Go. He's moving, boys, moving. 29.
Carr now on first down. He sets to fire deep. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Ball on the 42 as they come up second and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Fights through and now a crease. The 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Raiders are able to cash in for 6. Hauschka with the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. Bruce Irvin in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun.
He'll look to throw. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And all the way down to the 26. A big play there just before halftime. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw now on first down. Flush to his right. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
They'll set up to throw. Man open left side, it's Williams. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Now the Chargers hustling, trying to get up and get set. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Detroit!
Looking to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is good. And that will tie things up as we head toward halftime. Well, maybe a nice psychological boost there just to get back to even with that field goal as we head towards half.
Coaching 101 always says at halftime, play it like it's 0-0 on the scoreboard. Well, in this case, it's level, right? Same score each side. Just start over. Now you get the second half to play.
The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. The final shot here before half for Carr. And incomplete. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
And they'll run it here. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
734.
Throwing his car on third down. And that is incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball. And we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Here now, Johnny Townsend. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Now a look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19. No. Check. Patriot. Leopard. No. Check. Patriot.
Now a handoff. This is Gordon. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Gone.
They'll set up a throw. Throw left side complete. That's Williams. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Detroit!
The handoff goes to Gordon, running left. That good for 19 on a first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Wide open receiver complete. It's a big one there for the Chargers. 41 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Chargers are going to take the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 17-10 score. Here's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 22.
29.
Throwing now is Carr. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Hey, 7:34. Down. We waiting. 56.
Now a play fake. Carr. He's going to air one out. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it, and his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Cooper was the intended target.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on 1st down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Arden Key, the ex-LSU Tiger, there on the stop.
Well, he didn't make headway on that one, but he's had plenty of carries all night long. I just wonder if maybe he's a little bit tired from toting the rock that much.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And the return will stop right around the 25.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting at 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6.
Monday, down. We waiting. White.
Shotgun now for Carr. And this is Carr. It's Cooper. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Amari Cooper hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. Hauschka adds the extra point, and that will level the playing field at 17-all. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Williams. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Gone! Detroit!
They're going to look to throw. It's caught on the right side. Williams. He was over 100 receiving last week. He's over 100 now this week, as he's got a first down as well. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. The busy night continues for Gordon as he gets it here. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. A very solid gain of 27. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now a handoff. This is Gordon going left. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Back now in the East Bay. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now a 20th carry, number 20 here for Melvin Gordon. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
Second and goal from inside the 5. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll give it to him up the middle. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. And his kick is indeed good. And with that, they take the lead here, 20-17. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal. You did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes. You don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
18. Go, go. Get set, get set.
Throwing on 1st down is Carr. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Carr again here on 2nd and 10. Looking deep downfield. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Go, Chief. Go, go. Get set, get set.
And the blitz does come. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super toe.
Watch it now, Barney.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Going deep here for Allen. Oh, he's got him in, complete. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. A big play there for L.A. And even 40 yards. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. This is Gordon, and this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it back. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Melvin Gordon hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. The point after is good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Bosher to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 23.
Hey, 734.
From the gun, it's Carr. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Go Chiefs! Go Chiefs!
He's back to throw. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Give him 30 yards there. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Raiders try to move quickly, try to get everybody back to the line. He'll look to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded about a yard deep. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35 and make it the 40-yard line.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10.
34. Go Chiefs! Hey! Come here.
Now Carr to try again after the pick six. He's going to let it fly. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Flushed out right. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So the deficit now 3 after the huge conversion, but they need to get the football back.
So this is where special teams really comes into play, because getting the ball back, it starts with this next kickoff. How do they get downfield? Either jar it loose or get the ball back themselves. That's going to be key for them.
And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. Victory formation, time for the Chargers. They take a knee. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Or are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So for our visitors, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, the loss will drop them to 6-2 now on the year. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Atlanta Falcons come to town. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis,
you